Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I did any, and I appreciate those of you who are still hanging around and listening to some of the new ones when I come out. This is one relating to a paper I wrote this morning that those of you who don't follow our Temple of Universal Truth page you don't have access to. And it's in reference to a conversation I had with somebody over the last day, and I thought some of the points that came out during the conversation were pretty good, as well as clarifying some information I put out earlier on. So I wanted to go ahead and read through this for you. The first has to do with the idea that once we start down the spiritual path or open the floodgates, as some have said, there's no turning back. Explaining it that way to people can cause fear in the person being told. They're led to believe that if they start down the spiritual path, they'll be tossed in the deep end of the pool and left to fend for themselves. This causes people to believe they'll be overwhelmed and their life will be turned upside down. This is again one of those twisted truths used by the Matrix to discourage people, make them fear going down a real spiritual path. It makes them more inclined to stick with the safe, rather uneventful, religious life instead. It's also an idea used by spiritual people who are still caught up in the ego program of thinking they're special because of what they've learned or their experiences. They're trying to impress someone else with how special they are and how special their journey is. The truth is, when we're told that starting down the spiritual path means there's no turning back, it means you can't unlearn what you've learned, and you can't unexperience what you've experienced. The information you've gained or the experience you've had outside of what you used to consider a normal reality will always affect how you deal with, view, and interact with the Matrix programs from that moment on. An inside part of you will always know that what you've considered to be a normal reality before just isn't the same anymore. You'll never be able to look at this reality the same way again. At the same time, you'll never be given more information or experiences than you're ready for and can handle. Matter of fact, once you start learning the truth and having experiences outside of what you thought was the real world, you want more experiences and think you aren't moving forward fast enough. What most people really fear before they start down a spiritual path is that some of their old comfortable beliefs will change. They may at some point have to let go of someone or something they're holding on to as their beliefs and their realities change. If you feel you're moving forward on the spiritual path, you'll have to search inside yourself and see what you fear you might have to let go of. I can assure you that when you start down a true spiritual path, what you'll gain will always be greater than what you'll have to let go of. Remember as well that as you change yourself internally, your reality, you'll switch realities, and the people that you'll be associated with will also change. So you're not necessarily going to be leaving everybody behind. You may leave some, but not everyone behind, and everything you're doing is not going to have to change as either. It may be a different way of thinking about them. So keep that in mind. Don't fear moving forward. Never fear it. The second idea has to do with something I wrote before, but I feel this is a better way of explaining it. It has to do with the idea that the Creator God is only love. I explained before that a true Creator God can't create what it isn't a part of, or a part of it. If what we consider evil doesn't exist in or as a part of the Creator God, then no evil could exist in our reality. When Christians and other religions say that the Creator God is only love, it's again another twisted truth they don't really understand the meaning of. They like to blame man and his free will for the evil in the world, without accepting that the same Creator God they think is the creator of everything also created man, his limitations, and everything he is capable of and being. What they're saying really means is that nothing is good or evil to the Creator God, that he's not directly creating bad, evil things, and that's true. At the same time, he's not directly creating what we call good, loving things either. To the Creator God, everything that's created is simple possibilities of a thought being played out. He's not emotionally attached to anything that happens. Therefore, he doesn't assign the concept of good or evil to any part of his creation. Remember when I say his, I'm speaking generically. It's non-female male at that point. Good or evil is a matrix concept that we bought into in order to keep us accepting the world duality and keep us emotionally unbalanced. This ties into the beings operating from within the fourth dimension, but it's not a concept I'm going to go over in this paper. Contrary to the popular belief, and what many want to think, I should say, the Creator God isn't sitting somewhere worrying about what each of us are doing or feeling. I know many won't want to accept that idea because they want to feel there's someone above them and outside of them that loves and is looking out for them. That's where the concept of all the angels and all the other stuff comes in. That idea allows them to not take responsibility for their lives. It keeps them in the victim mode and waiting for someone else to help them change their lives. You can only change your life, your reality, by going inside yourself and dealing with your emotional issues. No one else can or will do that for you. People look for and want a God that'll love them because they don't love themselves. To the God Creator, each of us are playing roles that were created at the moment of creation. We're all aspects of the Creator. As such, he, she is allowing us, him, her, to play our roles with all the feelings and emotions, experiences required for each role. This includes all the possibilities and different realities of those roles, meaning everything we could experience, good or bad. We pick the realities we're going to experience by the decisions we think we're making, but all those realities were already created by the Creator for us to experience. The Creator's position could be viewed as one as true unconditional love, in the sense of allowing all creations to play out their roles as created, essentially without interfering. At the same time, the Creator knows that all aspects of all the creations are it. Think about nature. When we see a predator in the wild find a den of baby animals and it eats them, we become emotionally attached to what's playing out. We place our own values and judgment on what we're seeing, thus seeing it and feeling it as good or bad. A part of us replaces those animals, the baby animals, with our own children, and we imagine how we'd feel if it happened to us. What we say that's sad and could even be considered evil. Yet in nature, neither the predator nor the prey thinks of it in terms of good or evil. It's simply the system playing out possibilities and balancing itself. The Creator God sees it in the same way as nature, because nature is the Creator playing out roles, possibilities, and we are a part of nature. Thank you.